Howdy y'all, welcome to part 27 of my Let's Play series. Of course, I am Ragaras. We're playing Feed the Beast Lite 2 with additional mods, of course. We are in our base. Looks a little different, huh? This is actually I didn't even know I had this. This is an old copy of the world. I thought it'd be interesting to kind of show this off. I know a few people, sent comments. They wish I had started the series earlier into the base creation. So, or just take a real quick look at, you can see how early on this was. I had just started building the tower. Of course, we don't have flight or any of that stuff because we don't have enhanced genetics at this point. We're just, come on, there we go. So you can see, I was still working on how I was going to make the different pillars. Eventually, we decided on kind of this way instead of this more complex. Hated the way this looked. Our cow farm was still up here. None of the other buildings were done yet. None of the other platforms. So it's in fact the elevators hadn't been put in yet, and to get up to the spawner up there, you of course have to fly. Very little as far as storage, or we're still in gold chest. I wasn't wasting my diamonds to make the diamond chest just yet. Um, as far as the power generation, it was, as far as moving stuff around, was pretty manual. Um, Everything was up top. I only had one steam dynamo creating stuff here, and of course that was all accessed from the outside, not from the inside. Um, this is our setup long time ago. Of course, we're using leadstone energy cells. We weren't even using the conduits yet, or the leadstone conduits, whatever. So not a lot going on. This was our rubber farm, tree farm right here. You know, rubber. You need a little bit of it to create the machines, but not too much. Did we do anything downstairs just yet? You can see all this stuff, a bunch of openings, caves. Of course, back over here is eventually all hollowed out, and this is where our applied energetic, or not applied energetics, advanced genetics, mine chem, sugarcane farm. A lot of stuff like that is over there. This was my first attempt at a mob farm over here. Um, I never got this one working the way I wanted it to. I wanted to use the um, oh darn it, the iron spikes, and just have everything collected, but that really didn't work. Every time they'd hit the spikes, they would crash. So I did use this area for a while. Not sure if I did it in the episodes or not, but I wanted to use the spikes to get the slimes to break up so I could get more essence. The idea was, of course, I don't know if this would work now, but it would cause me to crash, is the spikes would be here, this would spawn slimes, and then if the big slimes come over here, they'd hit the spikes, break down, and then they'd fall down into here, and I'd actually get a plus of, excuse me, mob essence, and that just never worked. In fact, we don't even have the mine shaft down that way yet. Hmm. I may have only been running one turtle at this time. Eventually, I was running like 2 or 3 turtles for mining, because the Ender Quarry was not even in the game yet. And you see, I'm still using an iron sword with Bane of Arthropods, and yeah, that's how early along this is. Uh, Now, yeah, this whole thing is a slime chunk down here. Don't know if we ever talked about that. That's why a lot of this place is later as because this is our. Of course, you'll recognize this. This is where the big reactors are now, well, the big reactors back here, and then the turbines are here, all around here. Um, this is one of the mining turtles. I don't know why he's sitting right there. This goes actually a lot further down. That goes a lot further down. The ravine, we haven't even at this point discovered the ravine yet where the seeds are, or the little seed fields are now. This is all filled in. I had to come in here and fill all this in. Thanks for a builder's wand. Those things are awesome. Um, so yeah, you can kind of see how far the base has come along because this is it. I mean, there's nothing here at this point. I'm still using cobblestone for everything. Um, don't have a lot of tools set up yet. This was for making obsidian, I believe, just so I could get a portal to the nether going. This is our our whole ore setup right here. It's one steam dynamo. Not storing a ton of stuff. What do we got here? Some early furnaces and whatnot. Yeah, not too much here. This is our whole ore and whatnot. So yeah, I mean, none of the stuff that was here now. You can see that's the kind of the pool that I cleaned up. The villages and over there. This is like very early on. This is probably within the first few days of the pack of starting it up. So this is way old, old stuff. It's kind of weird to come back and see just how far along it's come. For the cows, I'm literally just taking wheat and running through here, back and forth, growing them for the leather and stuff. Do I not have any food on me at all? Well, I sure don't. Definitely not used to that. So I thought that would be cool for y'all to take a look. I know there's a bunch of 1.7 packs coming out. Uh, oh, great, the wife yelling at the dogs. Some 710 packs coming out, so I think it's only a matter of time before we switch over and go to a new pack. I have been looking at the unstable pack with FTB. It has a lot more mods in it than I want. There's stuff in there that I don't want, so I may end up taking that pack if they don't come out with a light pack 3 and just put in what I want. But we're gonna keep going until the official 1.7 packs come out. I know Hermit Crafts put out one. It's not public yet. It's gonna be called Mod Sauce. It's missing some stuff from what I can tell that I would really like to have, and then I think there is a couple more out there that we're going to take a look at, and then we'll decide which one, or I'll decide which one I want to play. So let me take a pause, and we'll be right back in the regular world. Alrighty, back to civilization, back to the present. Gone is the nothingness of the beginning of a new map. Actually, some buildings and some stuff here now. You can kind of see this is kind of the area we started in. There was, as you saw, there was kind of a mine area. Went down in here. There were, of course, caves and all this stuff over here that have all been filled in or covered. Yeah, so I mean, you can see there's quite a bit of work that's gone into this. It's really weird to see after going back and looking at where it started. I don't know if I showed it this last time. I did get rid of all the wood farm and stuff over there. I just haven't finished sealing all that up yet. That's still still there, but eventually that'll, you know, I'll close that up. Solar power core still working over there. I just am not using it. Don't really need that power anymore. Now, sorry, moving my mic around there. After the last episode, you know, we were talking about Minecraft. You know, I started thinking, boy, you know, I'm just trashing all of these drops from here, and boy, I hate to waste. I hate to waste. You know, but I certainly don't want to have to come down here every time. Boy, do not even get started. Two dogs. One's always sniffing around on the other one. She don't care for it none. So we don't want to have to come down here all the time. Now, without, you know, in this pack, it's very lightweight, so there's not a lot of storage options. So what I thought is, let's come up with a way to use, and this is the room we're going to take a look at here in just a second. Let's find a way to use this stuff so we don't just waste it. Of course, we can't use everything, because I really don't want to have to set up ways to automatically repair armor with this. I think that wouldn't be difficult, honestly, but it just, you can't use the chainmail at all. You can only use the leather and the gold, and but I figured, you know, all this other stuff we can definitely use. Now I don't have it set it automatically to do this yet, because you know, I just kind of finished up with the room. Built this out over here. This of course is brand new. This is our little water area. I'm gonna probably enclose this in with glass or something to make that look a little bit better. This of course all went back into these were mine shafts right here that I sealed up, and this of course goes back into more mine areas back here. I'm not gonna let them go to waste. This is where the yeah, I mean, this is like one of the first mine tunnels that I dug out was this area right here, as you kind of saw on the other map, or the beginning of the video. Like all this stuff out over here, none of this stuff was here yet on the earlier part of the video. So what I did in here is we have our chest, transfer node coming out. It's sucking everything out of here. Not very many speed upgrades, just a few. You do have to put everything into the top. Will not go into the side there. So anything you put in here, it's brought over here. It's broken down, and then stack and speed upgrades over here. I guess I can do this. Don't need to split them out. That was just for some testing. So everything's pulled out, or it's split up. And then it kind of comes in here and starts doing the serpentine. Now, the reason I do the serpentine is if I just hook these up and don't do this, there's a very good chance that an item will bypass where it's supposed to go and end up in the overflow chest over here. And I don't want that. This is kind of something I learned in the sorting system upstairs. So if you force it to follow a route, it's going to go where it needs to go first. These aren't being used right now, and I don't want anything to end up going in there, so I have them blocked off with covers. And so we have like carbon, sulfur, nitrogen, oxygen. I think we're all the way over here to calcium and silicone. Did we go any further than that? Yeah, phosphorus. So we're over right here. We still have 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7 more spots. Like I said, I'm not going to do every item in the game, just the mob drops over there. Now what will happen is it'll go through here. If there's any like compounds left over, they'll end up over here, and they'll be sent back over to this main chest where they'll be sent through the decomposer again, and then broken down into their base elements. So everything will get broken down to the base elements. So if we take, let's just get everything out of here. We're not going to do iron. So we'll just take now. To make this automatic, I would either need to put a tesseract here or an ender chest. Just depends on what you have available in your mod pack to transfer it over to this area. If you don't just have it hooked directly up to, you know, that's another option. You can just, you know, run a pipe over here. Excuse me. So we're just going to take the item, we're going to throw it in there, and it's really, really fast. And you'll see it should pop up over here in just a second. Well, maybe not, because I did hook up a speed upgrade, so it may already have... Damn, did it go through already? It may have. It comes out with the tetrodetoxin or something like that, the spider eyes. Yeah, okay, it already went through. I guess the stack upgrade shot it right through. Well, let's feed it some stuff so we can kind of see how this works. It's going to start shooting through here. It'll start building up the compounds in here. They'll get pulled out by the stack upgrade. If I threw speed upgrades in there, of course, it'd be faster, but I didn't want to have it go too fast because I wanted to show really every time. As soon as I hit the record button, somebody calls me. It just never fails. So it'll, everything, now the reason I have two, there's one on the bottom and one on the side, the reason I have two of these transfer nodes is the filters only have so many spots in them. So it won't get everything right now. That's why I had to go with the secondary node to get that off. So I'm going to pause real quick. I got to get this phone call. It is from the lovely wife, and then we'll be right back. Okay, sorry about that. I'm not kidding, man. Every time I hit record, somebody calls me. Most of the day can go by nice and quiet until I hit record, and then boom, somebody's going to call me. So, just to recap from the chest, and this can be a tesseract. I would suggest, even if you're doing a tesseract, though, to have it dump into a chest. Or an ender chest would work here. Or you could pipe it directly from over there to the top of this, if you want to do it that way. Any of those is acceptable and fine. If you're going to be using this type of piping, I really strongly suggest that you guide its path like this, because if these are all just connected up without these covers in between, depending where it comes in at, it may just shoot straight down the line, bypass its storage unit if it's up on the top, and then just go over to the chest, and it's just going to take a lot longer. It should eventually find it, but this way it's guaranteed to go through the right spot. Real easy setup. Like I said, we're not going to do everything with this, but I should have enough room to store all the major ones. Excuse me. So far, most of the recipes that I've seen with this mod use just the carbon, not even the sulfur, the carbon, the oxygen, the nitrogen, and the hydrogen in some form or another. I haven't really used potassium or calcium. None of those yet, but they're there, and if need be, we could always use these in the fission or fusion reactors to create new elements, of course. So I'm interested to see what, I'm going to collect a bunch of this stuff up and just see what we end up being able to use with that. I'm interested to see, because, I mean, you get quite a bit. You can see we're already up to, I've only done a little bit of this so far, and we already have over 2,500 carbon, so be interested to see. See another little. We were talking about the cryothium, liquid cryothium, and great. Now let me pause again real quick. Interruptions. Sorry about that. Okay, we're back. In the time that I was gone there, noise in the house, everybody moving around. Went ahead and put some glass in around our little water thing there, just to added a door and a switch. And we went ahead and put a ender chest on here, so it's automatically taking everything, the drops that at least we have going into it, automatically are coming over here and getting processed. So since that's pretty much running all the time, that'll be interesting again to see just what all we can do with that. I do want to try out some pill types, or see if they'll go with food or something, because I know some interesting things on there, like the cocaine, man. One other thing that I did between last episode and this one, I was talking about the cryothium, liquid cryothium, and one of the things you need to make that is this niter right here, and the only way to do that is from sandstone, pulverizing sandstone. So I set up a real simple little kind of automatic factory. Loaded this in with not too many stacks, maybe 15 stacks or so of sandstone. Comes over and gets pulverized. The niter goes in here. The sand comes over here, and then the cyclic assembler puts it back into sandstone form, and then sent back over to the chest, and it is automatically processing that for us. So we got a few stacks. We'll see how that goes. I'm not sure if I'm going to attempt. I got to see just how much I can get first before I decide whether or not I'm going to do it on the big reactor or not. I may just, go for it. Just say, replace all the diamond blocks with Enderium blocks, and then go ahead and put the liquid cryothium in there. So yep. Got some work to do before the next episode. Now I have been playing vanilla Minecraft here lately. Also, the recent changes, the pre-release pretty much before 1.8 comes out. They've put in some neat stuff. Now I did have a resurrected old server file that I used because I already had some gear and stuff in there, and I didn't want to start completely over from scratch. I actually wanted to see some of the new stuff, so I pretty much went and just using MCEdit cut out the section around my base, and then just had it regenerate all new terrain and stuff around me. It's not terribly pretty. I mean, it's pretty severe where the new gen starts, but I was kind of out in the middle of an ocean, so it's not too bad. I mean, I can't see it from the base, so I'm thinking about maybe doing some episodes on the exploration of the new content there. If you guys would like to see that, let me know, and maybe that's another video series that I can start up doing, kind of like a vanilla sort of thing. Let me know what you think, and I think that's going to be it for this one. Sorry about all the interruptions. It kind of throws me off a little bit because I have a direction that I'm going, and someone comes in and throws me off, and I can't figure out where I was going from there. So that's going to be it for this one. Appreciate you guys coming by. I hope you liked the episode. Hope you like taking a kind of a look back at where I was when I started this whole thing. I know by the time I started the series, I believe I was already up top here, I'm pretty sure, when I decided to go ahead and do a series with the light pack. So until next time, guys, don't forget to subscribe for those of you who are not, because that is the easiest way to know when I put up a new video, so it shows up on your subscriber page there. And don't forget to like if you like the episode. Guys, until next time, I will see y'all later.